the stream, and today we have a lovely guest. I managed to catch a fish, and I'm putting her legs on display as well.
Yes, we finally got the models up and running. Originally, we were going to do PNGs, but then it's like, oh, why not do the model?
I actually had to spend $20 for this, and I don't know
I
anyone.
offered to pay for it, and you're like, no.
It's like a crime against nature for a woman to pay for a manly needs. It's not the way it works. Like if I
Fair
were
enough.
to allow you to pay it, you'd be asserting dominance.
You know what? Fair enough. But
Yeah.
hey, that means um, if and when you get more VTubers on your channel, then you can be like, hey, I'm gonna throw your model up here. Get in here.
How many models can display? Like, can we have like 6 VTubers and they would all have their model?
A total of I think 4 guests right now.
Okay.
So you and 4 other people.
Okay. So basically like 5.
Yes.
Why doesn't Arch have a model? Like, I should actually make a model for Arch.
He's getting one.
Oh.
He had me put the commission through. It's currently done being drawn. It's being separated and rigged right now.
Oh, I see. And then maybe he will show your model as well.
I will manhandle him if I have to. Be like, okay, we're doing an actual model stream march.
Well, it took me like 2 minutes. I'm sure he can figure it out. So anyway, we got some super chats. Lam Lam NTR or Cuckold. Arch's saga begins. Why? Why do people hate NTR so much? In anime, I mean.
Um, I don't know.
It's like part of the plot, isn't it? It's like they're having sex and they're not supposed to, so it adds a little bit of drama. It's not like the real life thing. Because I saw people like normalize this cocking, and it's like, how the fuck does that work? So like, you're telling me that if I were to lock you in a room and just show you NTR, you'd become a cock? Like, why can't I do this to my enemies, you know? Like you can do this to your political opponents or something. You just lock them in a room, just show them NTR manga, and then they just become a cock. And when they go to the hotel, they take that chair next to the bed.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's the same crowd that's like, fiction affects reality. Eh.
Well, yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, like, it does, but not in the way that people expect. Like right now,
Yeah.
everything, sorry, not right now, like 2 years ago, everything was woke, right? Like, TV shows were
Mm.
woke, movies were woke, video games were woke. You'd watch a fucking beer commercial, it was woke. And yet, people voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump, right? Because, yes, like, fiction does affect reality. Like, at some point, people say, enough, get it the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Kaibar's barbecue. I'll stand out with my Latina wife. Romania doesn't need security cameras. They have grandmothers. How does he know so much? Do you have like grandmothers like security cameras in Mexico?
I never lived in Mexico, but I have family down there. But normally the older people just kind of sit outside
Yeah,
all day until it's time to go to bed.
and they watch, right?
Yeah.
And they judge.
Yep.
Like if you walk past them, it's like, look at that slut not covering her midriff. What is the world coming to?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, seriously, like I was in a neighborhood once, like I was renting a place there, and there were like only old people, and I think it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. Like there was like some chick coming from a party, and I literally hear like from over my window, it's like, "Why don't you put a rag on those tits, you bitch?" And it was like a 65-year-old grandma or some shit, and then immediately the bitch goes like, "Ah, why don't you mind your own business, you hag?" Blah, blah, blah. It's like those are Romanian conversations, you know.
I mean, it's like once you get older, you live long enough not to give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's 2 types of people who are brutally honest. 1, old people. 2, children, because children don't have filters. It's like there was this video that I was shown when I was on my friend's podcast, and it was just kids being way too fucking honest. Like, what was it? A kid was showing a picture to her mom of like, this skinnier girl doing a workout, and her mom's like, "Oh, why are you showing me this?" And the kid was like, "Oh well, Mom, I think you can use this." And she's like, "What? Do you think I'm fat?" And the kid just looks at her mom up and down. She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I had this like in my neighborhood a couple of weeks ago actually. Like because I'm a streamer and I don't have a car, I don't go out that much, especially now that we have a kid. Like we haven't got out of the house that much, and just like this little girl, and it's like, Mister, why do you stay in your house all the time? And I like, bitch, mind your own fucking business. She was like 9 years old or
that old
something.
dude.
And I'm like,
Why
yeah.
is he hissing at the sun?
Yeah, and I'm starting to believe it's like, okay, have I become that guy? Like, is there like a fable about kids in my neighborhood? It's like, dude, have to go to that house, for the man that lives there never comes out. Legend says.
Legend says he leaves twice a month.
He never comes
Oh,
out. Food goes in, trash goes out, but we never see him.
The fact that you've become a fable to the local children is
Oh my
wild.
god, I fucking hate the local children. I absolutely despise them. I go out of my house and I didn't take shoes because I'm in my garden. It's like, Mister, you should take your shoes. And I'm like, bitch, there's a fence, okay? Like, do you see that fence? Like, you're supposed to be behind it, and I'm supposed to be here. We have this thing in the civilized world called property. Didn't your mommy and daddy teach you? Are you being raised by fucking communists? Of course, I can't say any of that, but that's literally what goes in my brain. No, seriously, I'm getting hounded by that 9-year-old. Another thing, it's like, when I moved here, this was like the worst shit ever. I moved here, and I had a cat, and it got kittens. And my wife, for some mysterious reason, in her infinite wisdom, decided to show it to some of the kids. And there's like 10 or 11 in my neighborhood, and they're all coming here, because my wife invited them, and they go out, they see the kittens, whatever, fine. The next day, I was asleep because I'm a YouTuber, so I sleep during the day, right? And it was like very hot. It was, I feel like 35 degrees, so I'm sleeping in my underwear in my bed. And I hear like kids knocking at the door, and I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like my wife isn't home. There's no fucking way I'm letting kids in my house while I'm alone, right? And so like I go back to sleep, and then as I'm almost drifting, like when I was like between sleep and still being awake, I hear a kid say, "Oh, the door is open." And I'm like immediately, like within like a couple of seconds, like just out of my bed. Like I'm so dizzy because like when you wake suddenly, you're dizzy. It's like trying to find pants, like just shutting the door to my bedroom clock, trying to find pants, and then go downstairs and tell them to fuck off. It was like a zombie invasion, like they were like banging at my window, like. Jesus Christ, it's a horrible neighborhood. HK9410, thank you for the memberships.
I was half expecting you to say like the kids threw a brick through my window, but hearing the door's open is a lot better.
Yeah, no, because like it's a gated community, right? And so like my wife left and she didn't lock the door, and they actually tried the handle, and then it's like the door is open. And like in my
now lock your door.
But like imagine, the optics of it. Like you have 9 kids coming into your house, and you're in your underwear, and your wife isn't there. So you're like just one guy with 9 kids in your house in your underwear. Like it's not a good look, Like it takes some explaining to do. And so immediately I just locked the door to my bedroom, and just got dressed. And then I had to have a conversation with some parents. And I'm realizing I'm becoming that guy. Anyway, right, let's talk a little bit about the news. I wondered like if you're going to talk about this on the Archcast as well. But here's on CNN the first thing that popped up. Apparently, a discredited therapy for gay and trans youth is at the center of the Supreme Court case. and it's about the gay conversion therapy. Like, have you heard about that?
I've heard about it, but I never actually seen any articles on it. Something about electroshock therapy?
No, I mean kind of. No, okay, let's get from the top. Have you heard about the concept of gay conversion? Because we don't have this in Europe.
Yes, there actually used to be some camps, not too far from where I am.
Camps, like they put children in camps. Okay, so like why is everyone freaking out? Because like no seriously, like I never had this in my country. I generally don't know. Like here you just get a spanking. You know, if you are writing with your left hand, like mom and dad would beat you up until you write with your right hand. Okay, so like this is how pretty much everything was done in the Soviet Union. Like if you didn't do it properly, you'd get pain, and eventually like a lot of people complied. But like what you're describing, the gay conversion therapy is a little bit weird. So like, what exactly was it like?
You're acting like I was in it. Like
No, but
it
like
was,
you
it was
probably heard about
it was
it.
essentially like a lot of them did things differently. Some of them was just kind of Bible thumping you to into submission and shit like that.
Okay, so when it comes to
So it
gay
just
people, you bring the Bible.
bring the
That's
Bible and you metaphorically smack kids with it until they, repent their ways.
that's so fucking dumb. Like
Uh,
that would just get them to hate religion, wouldn't it?
well, that's how a lot of religious haters have been born. Or,
Like
or
it's
some
not
of them
rocket
just know.
science, right? Like it's not rocket science because like if someone is gay, right, like his cock literally grows when
Mhm.
he sees another man. He's not going to view it as wrong, right? Like him personally. And so like if you bring
Yeah.
religion, like he's going to think that religion is the enemy, like religion is the problem. It's not like for the person, the problem isn't that he is gay. The problem is religion. Like that's how human beings work psychologically. Um yeah, okay. So I did hear that there was a lot of Bible thing. Apparently they did the in some cases electric shocks.
Yep.
So like they would show you an image of a man kissing a woman, and then they would show you an image of a man kissing a man, and if you looked at that and got a boner, you'd get a shock. So the idea was to like try and associate gayness with pain, or with disgust. Like they would also use chemicals to make you vomit, so that you associate that with disgust, and you'd get positive reinforcement for associating straight thing. Uh,
You know that they use the exact same electroshock stuff for PDF files. They do the exact same thing with them to try to convert them from being creeps to normal people.
yeah, again,
Does it work?
no, like this thing doesn't happen in Europe, right? But like there's something in the
Mhm.
Anglosphere, like there's this mentality, I guess, that you how should I even explain it? That you can use the Bible to fix things, and you can also use pain in order to rewire a person's preferences, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, um, this is not what they're actually trying to do now. Because there's a lot of leftists upset about the fact that this law is now being taken to the Supreme Court, and they're basically trying to convince the judges that the founding fathers didn't really have a say in gay conversion therapy, and so it should be up to the states to vote on it. Right? It's like Thomas Jefferson didn't come and say, all right, well, according to the Constitution or the Bill of Rights, we need to ban gay conversion therapy, right? But what they're basically saying is that they want licensed psychologists to do it. So like it's nothing with the Bible now. It's nothing with shock therapy. It's nothing with medication. They just want licensed psychologists to be able to talk to kids and try to convince them to be straight, I guess.
It's like um fucking trans people should already be talking to a therapist. It's like honestly, they should be because we all know that transgender people just want acceptance and fuck, what's the word?
Tolerance.
No. The other one. I
Affirmation.
forgot it. Yes,
Affirmation.
affirming. Yes,
Affirming. Wait,
affirmation.
affirm.
Yes.
Affirm.
They want their shit affirmed. But
Affirm.
therapy is supposed to challenge you on it, to push back and be like, okay, are you sure you want to keep doing this? Is like X, Y, and Z going on in your life? Does this change whatever? Because then it pushes back to see, okay, is this just really a thing from stress in life or whatever, and you'll eventually get over it, or is it something that is just truly in your brain? Nothing will change it.
I mean,
Affirming and only affirming doesn't help anything.
in theory, that's what they're supposed to do, right? Like that's how it started. So like you have
Mm-hmm.
someone that's trans, and they would go to a doctor, and the doctor would actually diagnose them for gender dysphoria, and after the diagnosis, then they can go on hormone therapy, and later on, if they're really sure, they can go on surgery. Like that's how it was
Yep.
supposed to be done, right? But what we noticed, and there were like a lot of content creators that called these hotlines, you can get affirmed within 15 minutes with a phone call. And
Yep.
so, yeah, like it used to be, it's like, okay, is this person like genuinely having gender dysphoria? Like, can we actually change his ID so he can piss next to a woman in a bathroom? Or is this a disingenuous twat that's just like trying to cheat the system and take advantage of others? And they
Yep.
don't do that anymore. But more importantly, like as you said, with affirming, if a person says they're trans, like there's no possibility that the person may be going through a phase, or maybe that someone else tried to persuade them, right? It's always one way. And so when I look at this new law, the controversy here, where they want to pass gay conversion therapy, it's like, well, I've seen a lot of TikTok videos with school teachers that already do it in the opposite. They call it cracking an egg, right? So like they see a
Ugh,
tomboy, and they immediately
yeah.
go, it's like, well, maybe this girl is actually a boy, maybe she's stuck in a boy's body, and they like go on Reddit, and they share strategies on how to convince these children that well, maybe you're trans, right? And no one is upset,
Right,
but
there's
if
a VTuber that does that.
Jesus,
There's a transgender VTuber that does that.
is that the
Even
one that
even
went
had
after Kirsche? Is that
no.
oh
It's this person legitimately said in a post that they love cracking eggs.
hmm they like the omelet, huh?
Absolute Keffels level type shit. It's
Well,
disgusting.
Keffels, I think, like it wasn't into cracking eggs; it was into getting kids to know how to make puberty blockers at home, right?
Oh, bathtub HRT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you need a bathtub though? Like, holy shit. Like, how much are you making? Wouldn't it be
Fuck if
like,
I know.
yeah, wouldn't it be more like Walter White, like in a lab or something, in an RV, and just like with like Berzelius tubes and shit, like petri dishes and
I
stuff?
mean, I think bathtub HRT just sounds funnier than sink HRT.
It sounds like less professional, right? Like it sounds like you're really brute forcing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, right? No, the issue is that if you have a teacher or a parent or anyone that's like encouraging a child to explore themselves, right? To see like maybe they're trans, maybe have you considered that you just happen to be in the wrong body? That's encouraged, and that's actually glorified by the left. But if you do it the opposite,
Mm.
like you see a trans kid and you go to them and you're like, no, maybe you haven't thought this through, like you haven't even reached puberty, how do you know? They consider that to be like the worst bigotry imaginable.
Yeah.
It's
It's like honestly, if you ever want to talk to actual transsexual, because it's like transsexuals separate themselves from the transgenders because transgender is a newer term.
mm,
The transsexuals who have been, doing this before the modern movement and absolutely stand against what the
oh
transgender community does. I
yeah.
suggest reaching out to Buck Angel because he is always down to, join for interviews or live streams and stuff like that. Actually, mutuals with him on Twitter. He is so sweet. I adore him.
Really, you actually speak. Okay, chat. Look at Buck Angel on Google, and you can see who they are. Yeah, there was like a civil war in the trans movement. They called themselves the the ones with the non-binary and the transgenders, as you said, they were on one side, and the transsexuals on the other. And it
Mhm.
was kind of funny because like the social justice, the transgenders that didn't even try to pass the it's a ma'am types, they managed to win that civil war, and they would call the actual transgender people as true scum. Like they had slurs for them, and they would get them canceled and shit.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was interesting. But yeah, no, basically, right, like with this gay conversion therapy made by licensed psychologists. I don't understand why the left doesn't like it, because I thought they worshipped the science. I thought they worshipped Dr. Fauci, and these are licensed psychologists. They're not Bible thumpers, right? They're not going to use electric shock therapy. And another interesting thing is that I actually know gay people that don't want to be gay. Um,
Mhm.
it's just that they can't help it, right? Like they just get attracted by other guys. And I also know straight people that want to be gay. Turd Flicking Monkey is one of them. And he's like,
Mhm.
look, I don't trust women. I think like all women, just because he's a MGTOW, right? And I think like all women are for their own self-interest, and they cheat on you. I don't trust them. I would really like it if I was gay, because then I would have another man in my house, and we could spread the bills and shit. And he would have a job, and I would have a job, and my income would double, right? So like basically, that there's people that generally don't like their sexuality. Like for instance, a gay person that wants to have children, and he's upset that he's gay, and he would be like, it would be actually nice. Or like I know a lot of my lady friends that are really nice, and I click very well with them, but like it just doesn't attract me. And so like these people would probably want to go to a psychologist, like they would genuinely want to benefit from like a person talking to them, and maybe they can manage to explore other options. And so like I don't know why that shouldn't be available on the market.
I don't
uh
know. Like, people are weird. Brains are weird. It's like, I don't think we'll ever understand fully on what the fuck is going on up here.
hmm.
I would point to my head, but I can't do that.
Well, I think you can get like emotes for your model. Oh my god, you changed
Yeah,
clothes.
but that's it. Well, it's like I do have like I do have this art style toggle.
Oh my god. Anyway, I can't touch it, so it's like I need to get my
I mean, you
model
could
clothes.
just kind of smack your model against it and be like, "Yep."
It would actually be cool if they had like physics that interact with the models, like if our models touch and they would just respond. Like if you sit next to another VTuber and like Shy Lily, she pokes you with the tail, like if your model would actually move, that would be cool.
Oh man, that would be a lot of fucking resources. I think I'd have to get a second computer just to host it. Because like, okay, there's some models that are so high quality and the files are so large, they'll actually make the application lag.
Yeah, I think like that's one of the reasons why Meta, when they tried making their VR, they had like those very ugly looking models, because they were banking on the fact that boomers have shit computers.
Hmm.
And so they were making the models as ugly as possible, and because of that, no one used Meta VR. It was a complete flop.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you're having uncensored hand holding. People just forgot Dr. Fauci experimented on puppies. No, I'm pretty sure people remember that's why they had to give him a presidential pardon. Like that literally pissed off the left and the right. And it was interesting because the left was pissed off because they like animals, because their morality is like they like animals first and their families last. But the right was upset because it's wasting government money. And so everyone got pissed off of that. Anyway, right, let's go to the next news segment. What do you think about Hassan Piker being Thor, the God of Thunder?
The amount of memes that came out of that is just so fucking funny. Oh my god. Like his dog needs to be taken away from him because dear fucking god. Like, okay, whenever I watch clips of Hassan and stuff, I forget how long he actually streams. I didn't know that dog stayed in one place the entire fucking
He
time.
does. He does stay in one place the entire fucking time. To be fair, though, it is one of those breeds that's genetically bred to be retarded, and so that type of breed is actually a couch potato. Now, whether or not that individual dog wants to be a couch potato, I don't know. But yeah, it's literally a prop.
Ugh. It's like I don't believe him when he says, "Oh, it's just a vibration collar." No, the fuck, it's not. You
Okay, so
stupid.
all right, this is interesting. We got the timeline, okay, and all of these
Uh-huh.
are backed by facts. So, the first one is that it's not a vibration collar. Sorry, it's not a collar. Right, like it clipped its claw or something. Like that was the excuse. The second was that okay, it is a collar, but it's not an electric one. It's a vibration one. And now we're going with like this particular bundle of shock collar isn't that painful.
Ugh.
Ah! But no, like Ethan H3 actually did buy that shock collar. Like he found the model and he tried electrocuting himself, and he said that it doesn't hurt. And this is why, from the beginning, I said I don't give a shit about the dog. I don't care about if the dog got electrocuted or not. I just want to dab on Hassan. And so nothing
Yeah.
that Hassan can say is going to stop me from knocking on him. You know, like even if it turns out that the collar doesn't hurt, I don't give a shit. Like I'm not here to discuss about the collar. I'm here to make fun of him. And so, see?
Oh my god. Just because we brought up Hassan, did you see the amount of people on the left that are legitimately upset that Trump managed to get a deal between Israel and Gaza for
I
a
did not.
ceasefire?
Please tell me about that. Why?
People are legitimately upset because it's Trump that got it to happen.
Do you have receipts?
There were a bunch of TikToks
Oh.
that I seen earlier. But let me see if I can
Are you
try to
sure? Are you
find
sure they're
some.
not? Are you sure they're not sarcastic? Oh my
No,
goodness!
they're not sarcastic. There was one joke one, but then the rest of them are just like a legitimate sadness because they want to be happy, but they don't want to celebrate Trump doing it.
I think it's also the fact that they made an identity about it, and so like if now the conflict is over, they're losing that identity.
What are they gonna do now?
Yeah. But you know, like going and protesting and smashing shit is actually fun for some people. Like, and you're like taking that social activity away from them. But
I mean, they could just go to a rage room. Those exist, or
wait,
there's some dumps and stuff that before they
wait,
crush cars, they just let people go and just demolish cars for them.
wait, like a rage room? What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, it's a U.S. thing. I believe. I don't know if other countries have it,
No,
but
we don't.
it's essentially it, it's a gimmick
I mean, we
where
do we do have a rage room.
it's a room
It's
it's a
called.
room filled with breakable items or stuff that you could bring in yourself. You pay for a time slot. They'll provide you with stuff to use to break shit like sledgehammers, regular hammers.
That sounds pretty
Just
fucking cool.
it is neat, but I don't want to pay like $50 for 20 minutes if I could just go outside and do it myself.
Yeah, but then you have to clean it.
I got an HVAC.
Is it the same though? All right,
It's okay
yeah,
because then I can
no,
calm down
listen,
while I
listen.
clean.
See, this is what I'm talking with my wife, like, and a lot of Americans are like this as well. It's like, well, if you can do it yourself, why do you buy it? And it's like, no, you're not supposed to buy it. You're supposed to do it yourself. Like, make your own gazebo, make your own furniture, make your. It's like, listen, when I pay someone, I feel like a fucking god. Like I get the fucking boner. Like someone else is doing it for me. You know, like you go and you buy a
Okay,
sandwich.
V. But there's a difference between getting something built for you and just paying to use a room.
No, because right then I am like the aristocrat. Like I don't lower myself to do the cleaning. There's like a cleaning lady that comes in and does it for me. And it's like when you go out and you buy fast food, right? You buy a hamburger. You get that fucking bitch to turn around and put the hamburger and work it. And she's working for you. Like in that moment, you own that person. You know, for those 2 minutes that she's like putting the salad in the sandwich, like she's doing it because you own her. And that like makes me feel powerful. Do you understand? Makes me feel very powerful. And so like I don't get the Americans where they're like, oh, you need to cook yourself. It's like when I cook myself, I feel weak. I feel dominated by society. I'm not right. But like when I buy a hamburger, I get to use my influence to constrain another human being to do something for me.
You know what? Fair enough.
I know. From Jupiter, have you thought that Kaya is a reactionary dog? Oh, that. Okay, so maybe this is why Kaya got shocked, because it was reacting to Hassan. It wasn't being progressive. Kabar, I don't know who this is, but we are keeping your Mexican grandmothers for the tacos. What?
Oh, did you see?
Why are tacos so popular? Like I tried tacos. I don't actually get fulfilled from them. Like I eat one and then I get hungry a couple of seconds later. Shawarma, however, now that's real food.
Did you see that Freedom Tunes made a video about the Hassan thing?
No.
Hold on here. I'll send it.
Can we watch it? Will we get copyright strike?
No, they don't copyright strike people.
Oh. Because like the thing is like their tunes are so small. It's like I wanted to talk about them. I wanted to discuss it. It's like 30 seconds. And if you show even a little bit, you show the entire cartoon, and it's like, oh. All right, let's see. 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Like, are we going to play it at the same time?
Yeah.
All right. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Planet in motion, guys. Full communist revolutionary takeover. Every single enemy of the revolution needs to be murdered. Come on. Oh, you got... The streets will run red with the blood of the fascist right-wingers. Come on. In Minecraft. And by in Minecraft, I of course mean in real life. I'm dead serious. Full-blown genocide is what's needed. In Minecraft, of course, but especially in real life, which is what I'm actually talking about. Anyone who disagrees with you. Yes, anyone who disagrees with you about anything, come on! Use children for... Strap a bomb to a kid, send them on a play date at a conservative kid's house, boom! In Minecraft, but actually in real life. You know what we need to do to win the revolution? We need to violate Twitch's terms of service. We need to spend every day violating Twitch's terms of service harder and harder. I love inciting violence against the law. In Minecraft... Disobedience warning! Canine crap outside of quarantine zone! Kaya, come on! Don't disrupt my stream, you stupid, worthless infidel dog! Can you believe this dog attacked me, chat? So incredibly spoiled. Wait, no, it's not a shock collar. It mostly doesn't electrocute him. What are you guys talking about? It's not a shock collar. It's just a normal collar. It's got a device on it that pacifies the dog in Minecraft. You think we're gonna win the revolution without electrocuting any dogs? Twitch didn't do anything. YouTube has my back. No one cares about some disobedient capitalist dog. Come on.
You're safe now, Kaya. Now, lead us into an animal cruelty-free tomorrow as our governor.
Right. I like the way that he does the Hassan impression.
Yeah.
Like it's actually quite spot on.
The fact that I could imagine Hassan saying each and every one of those things, especially the what was it? Oh, why don't you just strap a bomb to a kid, send it to a conservative kid's house, and it, boom, in Minecraft, but also in real life.
No, like the biggest joke that I liked was in order to do the revolution, we need to violate Twitch's TOS. I mean, I always think, and I say this on my streams, that Hassan is like the Grand Vizier, you know, like he's got these magical powers, like the Jewel of Agrabah, which protects him from TOS violations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently, like his uncle Cenk, like he's also got magical powers. He's like the Sheik from the Shah or something. Like when he told the Anna Kasperian about horse fucking, like he bedazzled her, and that's his magic, you know. Like he can bedazzle women, he can charm women with his voice.
I don't understand how. It's like I haven't listened to anything that Hassan's uncle has said
Okay, I'll tell you.
until
All right.
very recently, like a couple hours ago, because apparently he said something about Asmongold.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
Asmongold
listen. All right, imagine this. We're in a studio, right? Multi-million-dollar production, right? And I'm your host. Right? I'm Cenk. And we're talking about some guy, I think, that got arrested for bestiality. Okay. So now I need to have a take, right? And you're going to have to react to my take. And I say, okay, if I was the leader of the world, I think that I shouldn't punish people that pleasure the horse. You see what I'm saying?
What?
See, like that's it. That's the Cenk magic. Like I just bedazzled you, right? Like right now, like you can bedazzle women with that. Like you can just say things, and women get stunned and they look at you like immediately you're the center of attention. I don't know how the fuck he does it. It's like a spell, right? Like he can literally charm the opposite sex. He's that fucking good.
I don't think that's charming the opposite sex. I think that's just instantly the opposite sex looking at him in pity.
No,
it's like, you poor creature.
Listen, it's bedazzlement. Like if you look at Anna Kasperian, who was there, and I'm pretty sure if I saw your reaction right now, it's like eyes go wide. I become the center of attention immediately, right? Like direct contact. No other man can do this consistently with such spectacular results. Not even Andrew Tate. Yeah, no, like his take was that if you like for instance, if someone blows a horse, like they shouldn't go to prison. It's
this is turning into another Mr. Hand situation very quickly.
It's the jaywalking of bestiality, according to
The jaywalking of bestiality.
Yes,
what
the jaywalking of bestiality. And he's like, look, if you blow a horse, he's not going to think you rape him. The horse is just going to go. This is what the Young Turks. I'm not making it up word for word, right? But the thing is, though, I'm saying, look, like back then they were at least funny, like at least they were having fun, cause like. You would watch it and you would laugh. Like, I don't care about what they're saying. Like, if you're making me smile, that's good entertainment. Now it's all about, this Asmongold, this Asman. And that's pretty much the new show. You know, that's the new Young Turks. Compared to back then, when it was like the jaywalking of bestiality. And I was like, oh, wow, that's such an interesting way to frame it. Holy shit, what did I think of that?
The fact that is now a sentence that I now know exists. I don't know what to think.
Hey, look, I get it. You know, I kind of see what he means. Like, if you fuck a duck, you know, you cause internal damage to the duck. You know, like, it's painful for the duck. Versus if you blow a horse, according to Cenk, you know, like, that's the jaywalking of bestiality. So, like, when you compare the two, right? Like, I think, like, he's trying to compare it on a harm-based level to what you do to the animal, right?
So basically his stance is as long as the animal is larger than you and you can't hurt it, it's fine.
It's jaywalking. It's not fine. Let's not straw man his argument.
Nobody gives a shit about jaywalking.
Well, it depends on the fine, you know, like depends on... Love's feet. Thank you for the $5. Hello, Love. Hi, V. People will downplay anything Trump does because Orange Man banned January 6th, regardless of positive outcome. Beware my feet. Oh. Why would I? No one wants my feet. What if the duck likes it? I guess you need like a special type of duck that actually likes having its organs being torn apart. I think like there was a comedy show in the 90s where they actually talked about that. A guy like that fucked the duck and then broke its neck. It's like, why would you break its neck? It's like, well, you do a lot of damage to the duck. You can't let it live like that. It's horrible. Oh. So they like ethical bestiality now. So we got the jaywalking of bestiality and the ethicals. Seriously, like back in the 90s, like the movies that you would watch, like some of them were so batshit out there that it would actually make it fun. Like they would just go with like the most fringe, like far out things off the cuff that you just explode in laughter. Like you didn't know what to do. Anyway, right. Let's see what else happened this week, because there were like a few interesting events. Apparently, like in the UK, they're passing a law that bans refills, especially like for chocolate and stuff. And there's this guy that goes in, you know, like films the fact that, oh, you're not allowed to get refills. Yeah. And so what he does is he steals one. He steals a refill, and now the police wants to talk to him. And my problem is, like, I genuinely can't tell if it's real or fake. Because it's the UK.
No. It's like the UK. It seems like you could say literally anything and just say, hey, this happened in the UK today. There's a non-zero chance that it actually happened.
It used to be Sweden, right?
Used to be Sweden.
It used to be Sweden. Like, you would hear some of the most... Like, okay, politician gets raped and then feels sorry because the rapist is getting deported, and feels upset that he's going to be taken back to Somalia and he's going to have a hard life in Somalia. And I'm like, who the fuck said that? And you look at a Swedish politician. It's like, oh. And you have like all of these bizarre, like completely batshit to say things, or like person who had their child, like, sorry, it was, I feel like 2 kids got blown up at the Ariana Grande's concert, and you could see like the gore on 4chan and stuff, like, well, absolutely vile. And then you have the parent going up. I just want to say that if my kids were alive, they wouldn't want people to be Islamophobic now, and I just want to say that I forgive the guy that did it, and I'm for more immigration. And it's like, what the fuck is this happening? Sweden. Oh, I see. And it was like everything that like you would read an article and you'd be like, no fucking way, this is real. And you look and it's like, oh, it's from Sweden. And now it's the UK. Now it's the UK. It's not Sweden anymore. Short Fat Otaku, Trump is irresponsible for recommending pregnant women don't take Tylenol without doctor's recommendation, causing libs to do it, to OD on it. Okay, right. So the Tylenol thing. I actually know a little bit about that. So this is about paracetamol. That's how we call it in Europe, and it's one of the few medications that pregnant women can take. Normally, pregnant women, like, they can't take anything besides the COVID vaccine. I'm not kidding. The rabies vaccine, and Tylenol. Everything else, like literally everything else, is usually not recommended.
It's like, didn't Tylenol put out a post in like 2017?
Yeah.
On Twitter saying that pregnant women shouldn't take Tylenol because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It's not new information.
No, but again, the pharmaceutical company will say these things because they don't want the liability, right? So, like, for them, it's a lot easier to say, like, yeah, just don't take it in pregnancy. Again, the only 3 medications that are usually allowed is Tylenol, number 1. Number 2, the anti-rabies vaccine, because if you get bitten by a dog with rabies, right? If you don't take that vaccine, you're dead. And so that vaccine is administered after a rabies bite. And so you're basically hoping that you don't die. And even if you're pregnant, it's like, well, at this point, it is what it is, And then COVID, right? Like the COVID vaccine was actually not just recommended, but they would even push it on pregnant women, which is very interesting. Because I think like the company had absolutely no liability, right? Like they had complete immunity. The immunity wasn't for you, it was for the company. But the thing with Tylenol is that if you have, let's say, a fever, right, and you're pregnant, a fever also is a huge risk of autism. Like this is a proven fact. It's not can or may, it's does, right? Like if a mother has an infection, it can affect the development of the baby's brain. And so the way to stop the infection, to stop the fever, is to give Tylenol. Not to stop the infection, but to stop the fever. It's to give Tylenol. And so now you have like a question, and like, okay, well, let's say that Tylenol may actually cause autism, right? But if you have an infection with a fever, it also may cause autism. And so like, what do you do in that situation? I think,
don't know.
yeah, I think what you do is up to the woman in question. I think like the doctor should basically say, it's like, look, you have a fever and you got an infection, so like these are the options. You can either take Tylenol, but there's like studies that say that it may produce autism in children, like if you take it more than a couple of doses, or you can just not take it and go with the fever, but like that also is a risk, so it's up to you. Like if I was back at the hospital, that's how I would handle it.
It's like, I know when some women are pregnant, they usually go the more like holistic route
Yeah.
more often because they don't want to, harm their baby on accident. Because heck, it's like, I know a lot of friends of mine who were pregnant, they decided to just drop a lot of over-the-counter medicines completely because they were doing a lot of research on like, okay, side effects and stuff for pregnant women and everything like that. So then they started making their own medicines with like, whatever plants or whatever other shit. And it's like, good on them. Their babies came out nice and healthy. Nothing went wrong with them. And then as soon as the baby was a comfortable age for them to start taking over-the-counter medicine, that's when they started, like, slowly going back on it, but a lot of them didn't completely go back.
Well, when I was at med school, they told us that pregnancy is the limit between pathology and homeostasis. In other words, it's at the border of being sick and being healthy, right?
Yep.
Like it's one of those because it changes a lot about the woman's physiology, including like how she pees, can give kidney problems, heart issues, and everything she takes, like literally everything she ingests, is going to affect the baby. And so I do agree that like if you're pregnant and you can avoid taking anything, that's actually better. And
it's like with my kid and stuff. She doesn't like taking a lot of medications, even when she is sick, unless she's feeling like absolutely terrible.
It's actually for the better. Like most medication affects the liver or the kidney somehow, and so if you can avoid like not taking medication, even antibiotics, right? Because like you get immunity to them. So like if you constantly take antibiotics when you're sick, there may be a time when you're like old and you really need the antibiotics, and you'll find out that very little work because like you developed an immunity to them in your entire life. So yeah, like the best thing to do is maybe take a painkiller if you really need to, or if you have a fever, you can take Tylenol. But like other than that, almost every single medical procedure, if it can be avoided, should, because like all of them have side effects.
Yeah, it's like I'm still in like a little bit of awe when it comes to my kiddo because she had her spinal surgery last year where she had to get some rods put in her back. And after that was done and she was recovering, she only was on the Valium and stuff for 2 days before she said she doesn't want it anymore.
Did it make her feel bad or?
She just says that she just doesn't want to use it. She just wanted to be on the Tylenol and the other non super strong addicting stuff.
Hmm.
And so she's just like, I don't want to use it anymore. I'm fine. And then she never asked for it again. And like what, a month later, she was completely off of pain medication.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Ugh. I wish I could still recover like that, but no. One trip and I feel like I'm gonna die.
yeah, no, the thing that you were describing with like Libs taking Tylenol, I don't know how true it is because it's TikTok, right? Like people can say whatever the fuck they want. But, like apparently, like 2 of them died. And it is true. Like Tylenol overdose is an actual thing. It's one of the most painful deaths you can get from overdosing with over-the-counter med. And
Yeah, it's like I was trying to find some news articles on the pregnant woman who decided to macrodose on Tylenol, but I couldn't find anything.
it's possible that
So
it's
it's
made
like,
up.
yeah,
It's possible that it's made up. Because, like, I looked at the TikTok videos, and most of them weren't chugging it that hard. You know, like, it was a little bit exaggerated. Like, most would just virtue signal themselves taking a pill. Which, by the way, like, it's still a dumb thing to do. Like, most of the stuff we know is because we trust the science. Like, you have faith in the science. And there's, like, a logical reason to have faith. Like, your computer always turns on, right? So, like, you have faith that it will turn on. And so, like, you see things that come from science that work. So, like, when they tell you about the environment or medication, like, you have faith that the pharmaceutical company actually did their job in order to make a medicine that's for your best interest. But the reality is, like, just how you can have a corrupt cop or a corrupt politician, you can also have a corrupt scientist. And they may push, like, things that they know they're not 100% safe, but they want to make a profit. And so, like, if someone says there's a study that shows, like, this medication may have issues, regardless, like you can choose to believe that study or you can choose to dismiss it, like that's fine. But like just taking the medication, you know, knowing that there's a study and you're like taking the medication as like a gesture of showing that you have faith in the pharmaceutical company is fucking retarded in my opinion.
yeah. I don't know. Medicine has always been a weird thing, especially when like something new just suddenly pops up and is the hot new thing.
Oh, I never
It's like,
take those.
okay, boys,
I never take those, which is why
it's so stupid. Or like those medications that are on TV commercials, and I'm like, no.
no, like there was the I forgot Ozempic, I think, right?
Yeah.
The one that makes you lose weight, and a lot of people were
Yep.
pushing it on me, and I understood how it works, right? Like the idea is that it makes you forget about being hungry, like it inhibits some hunger receptors, and so you don't eat, and you're literally starving yourself, right? And that's like, okay, I'm not taking it. Why? It just came out, and then it turns out that people go blind from it. And it's an irreversible blindness. Obviously, it doesn't happen to many people. Like there's a small percentage. I think it's like 1 or 5 or some shit like that. But like just the fact that it's irreversible, and that you can lose your eyesight for your entire life, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's like holy shit. Is it really worth it?
And what's crazy is that like, because I am a Costco member and everything, so I like shopping there. And I got an email saying, hey, you can now buy Ozempic at Costco with a doctor's prescription. And I'm like, why? Why can I buy Ozempic at Costco now?
I guess like they have a pharmacy, right? But they're trying to push this a lot. So no, like usually try to avoid doing any medical thing unless it's absolutely necessary. Like there's another one, and this is one that actually triggers people a lot. If you get laser eye surgery, right? So there's like 2 of them. I think like one is LASIK and another one is using a different technology. But like here's the thing, there's people that take it, and for the first year or 2 they see fine, and they're really happy, and so like they give positive reviews. But after that, and I even know the morphopathology of why it's happening, but they get like some of the worst eye pains imaginable. It's chronic, nonstop, never goes away, and you have to live with it for your entire life, to the point where some people want to commit suicide. And obviously, like, this is a side effect from the surgery. They tell you about it. It's very low risk. But, like, unless I absolutely need it, like, unless I genuinely can't see anymore, why would I take that risk? Like, even if it's, like, a small chance, right? Like, you only have 2 eyes. Like, you're never going to get a third one. You know? And those people that have the condition, like, they also thought that they're not going to get it. So, like, why on earth would I take that risk?
Yeah, it's like, I suggested LASIK eye surgery at multiple points in my life, but I'm just like, 1, I don't want a laser going in my eye. That's scary. And 2, at this point, I just look weird to myself without glasses, so I'm just gonna keep my glasses on.
I mean, I would actually like if I could see again without glasses, but you know, like hearing the horror story and actually seeing patients that have it, and also the fact that there's so much pushback against these patients. Like if they go and talk about it on Twitter, like they immediately get attacked, and like people just don't understand statistics. It's like no one is saying that the surgery has side effects all the time for everyone. People are saying that there is a small number of patients that do get these side effects, and that these side effects are so awful that, in my opinion, just having glasses is better.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, you would think that there would be more support for the very small percentage of people that do get that unfortunate side effect of surgery, medicine, whatever. But then they're just shut down, silenced, and harassed into submission.
I think people are afraid
like,
that it will happen to them. I think this is what it is. I think like
but it's unfortunate because we hear all about like these government funds for people who get these unfortunate side effects, but I never hear of it actually being utilized unless somebody dies, because and they can prove it's a direct connection from it.
SRC Maker, thank you for the $10. V, you got a chick floating in your troll cave. Did you know? No. Where is it? Like, is she stealing stuff? V, I think pregnant women can also drink. United 2, a little bit of alpha ain't going to hurt you. Probably actually help you keep more healthy. You left that one out. Wait, what is U92 alpha? What?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I wouldn't trust any type of alcohol going into my body when I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the early days of pregnancy, right? Oh
yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Which is interesting because, like, in medieval time, people used to drink alcohol rather than water.
You know, maybe that's why the death rate of newborn infants is so high. Besides the, not having food and shit health conditions and everything like that.
I'm actually surprised like we didn't develop an evolutionary trait in order to pretty much like bypass this thing in nature where if you drink alcohol you get the fetal alcoholic syndrome for a kid. Because like in medieval time, yeah, like they realized that drinking water makes you sick, which it did because like they didn't have any type of filtration. And so they would drink alcohol because alcohol was, it kills bacteria, it kills germs. And so, like, it was guaranteed that in that jug of wine, you're not going to get sick if you drink it.
Yeah.
The Tide Pod challenge was a thing. I'm actually upset that they removed those challenges because like they were such a good natural selection filter.
Some people just shouldn't be helped. In all honesty,
I know. But
it's like those girls that what was it? It was a group of girls that was trying to jump their cars, I believe, but then they ended up melting a battery or some shit like that.
What?
I don't know. Or there's this one other chick that was trying to wash her car with gasoline.
I know about the chick that, well, there was actually a trend where women would put alcohol in their tampons.
What?
Yeah.
Why? That's... What?
Because you get drunk.
Oh my god.
And you get like really fucking drunk. And you can also
I've heard of the suppository thing, but not through your cooch.
No, you can do it in the cooch. The problem, like, there's 2 reasons why they did it. Number 1, you get drunk instantly. And, you don't have like that sensation of sickness where you feel like throwing up and shit. And the second one is that you don't get caught by the police if they put you to blow in that alcohol thingy, right? The problem is that it can be lethal because you're putting alcohol directly in the bloodstream. Like, it doesn't get processed by your digestive system. It goes right into the bloodstream. And some of them ended up in an alcoholic coma, so...
Between that and toxic shock syndrome, yeah, I think you have a lot of issues to deal with.
Well, I mean, you have a cooch, right? Like, what's the problem?
Yes,
like,
I do.
Yeah, what's the problem? Like, would it sting or like?
It sounds like it would sting because if you put alcohol on any open wound,
Besides,
that
you're not
bitch
transgender, Lam Lam. You're not transgender. You don't have an open wound. You have a vagina.
it's still muscle inside of you, though.
Yeah, so is the
There's
tongue.
still blood there.
So is the tongue, right? Like, so is if you put alcohol in your mouth, it's still muscle and it's inside you. Like...
Well, it's like say that the chick is really close to her period and the lining of her womb is coming out. That shit's sensitive, man.
But okay, so like, don't drink alcohol through your vagina during your period.
You know, that just sounds
Wait,
like
hold
you would
on, hold
fuck
on.
up
No,
a lot
I
of
think, look,
internal stuff.
Look, I can solve the problem, right? Do you know that you can use cum in order to light a small light bulb? Like you can,
What?
yeah, like a man can ejaculate and it can make it into a battery that lights up a small light bulb. Because
Hey, babe.
listen, the
Did you-
pH of
did you-
sperm is acidic, right? So it's kind of
Did
like
you know
using
that if you put your jizz on a light bulb, we can make it glow?
no, not like that. No, you need a copper wire, and you need a tube, and you put the sperm inside, and you create the conductivity, right? And then you can
He
light it
looks
up.
very disappointed in me.
Now listen. The reason for this is that the pH of sperm is acidic, right? And so like if a man can ejaculate in a woman and it doesn't sting her, right? Like she's not. Oh my goodness, it's inside. Right? If she doesn't do that, that means that if alcohol goes in there, it's probably not painful.
Well, it's probably the alcohol concentration as well. It's like say that it takes some really strong tequila.
Obviously, I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, you know, if you take something that hurts if you put it in your mouth, yeah, sure, you know, you take like the fireball shit, like how much is that, like 65 degrees alcohol, right? You take medicinal alcohol and you chug it in, like sure. But anyway, right, don't chug it in, regardless if it hurts or not. You can end up in a coma, so don't do it. Chat, don't try it at home. Take Wegovy instead. Ozempic is for plebs. Wegovy. See, the thing is, like, I don't know the American medicine. Like, none of these medicines, like Ozempic, Wegovy, like, none of them are sold in Romania. Or Ozempic may be, right? So, like, when people say Tylenol, like, what the fuck is that? And then someone tells me paracetamol, and I'm like, ah. Naruhodo. I don't know in what pond you are fishing, but that anglefish has some surprising features. Before you cook, let me take screenshots for science. You're making fun, fans. I will put Ruby's channel in the description, right? Pussy in the bio. You guys can look at it after this trivia is done. Please subscribe to her. The Soy Science said that saturated animal fats like tallow or butter were worse for your heart than seed oils, despite the French paradox. The thing with like, especially when it comes to healthy eating and that type of science, from what I've seen, like there's a lot of conflict of interest there, and this is why I generally don't believe what they're saying. Like I just don't give a fuck. I eat what I like, and it is what it is. Because yes, like sometimes you find out, oh, the food pyramid is actually backwards. They've been lying to us, you know, like oh, be a vegan, and then you eat a lot of white bread, and you still get fat, and it's like, why am I getting fat? I did what I was supposed to. Yes, you can put the jizz, which is an acid, see? Use a piece of paper to hold it in between copper and zinc, and it will create a small amounts of electricity. You can then put them in a series to increase the voltage. See? I told you. Zedif,
You know,
some Dojin
there's
artists...
probably some...
Go on.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Some Dojin artists will make the idea that jizz has a charge to make a story about a robot hunting down men for that energy. I mean, yeah, SRC Maker did say if you put it in a series, it would work. It would give you more energy. Always great to see Lami with you. Do it more often. Well, I I wanna. If she wants to come here more often, I will happily have her.
I mean, hey, if we wanna have this be like I don't know, however often you want to have me on before the Archcast on Saturdays, I don't mind.
Aw, thank you. Like I enjoy having a co-host. When is the Archcast though?
Archcast is what time is it? Archcast is in about 24 minutes.
All right. Should we do 10 more minutes and then wrap it up?
Yeah, we can do 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes, yeah, and then I'll raid the stream to the Archcast, and you can tell Arch that you've brought him numbers.
Yes.
Did you see the new Has Been Hotel song?
I did. Arch is like, Lum, look at this. And I'm like, okay, Arch.
It is fucking awesome, isn't it?
It is a very good song.
A very good song.
I still haven't watched Has Been Hotel. I probably should.
It's I think like the reason it's good is that a lot of people hate it because it makes fun of religion and shit. I don't think like it's actually dabbing on religion as much as using like religious aesthetic to make the show. It's kind of like saying God of War Kratos is trying to send the message that against the Greek gods. In reality, no. Like I definitely think like the people making the cartoon are actually trying to go for entertainment rather than preaching.
Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, part of the animation just kind of annoys me. But I think that's just my only gripe with it. Something about the animation, and also the fact that they replaced all of the voice actors from the pilot. That also kind of grinds my gears.
Well, yeah,
but,
no.
you know.
Usually, like when you're making a pilot, I get what they did. It's like when you're making a pilot, you don't know if it's going to be successful or not, and so like you commission some freelancers, and they were good, but maybe they can't do long term, or maybe they like you find someone better or something, and so when you actually go with the full series, you but anyway.
Oh
right?
yeah, but you said that she wanted to find people on Broadway and stuff, so she just kind of dropped all of them. It's like, you famous people. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what, fair enough.
Yeah, it's more like the brand, right? Like you get someone famous, and you don't just get their drawing, you also get their or you don't just get their voice, you also get their publicity, so like they can advertise for you. But yeah, like the thing with Has Been, I think it reminds a lot of people about the old Disney movies because it has a lot of good songs in it, and the songs are done pretty fucking well, and so this is why it's so popular. I'm shocked by this, says Hassan's dog. Right. One more thing. Apparently, journalists are calling people pedophiles for modding Silent Hill F.
Jeez.
It's so weird. Why would you mod a child? And the mod in question, because I was wondering, okay, so what did they do? Like, for those of you who don't know, Silent Hill F has the main character as a schoolgirl. The age is never mentioned. Like, she can be anything between 16 and 18. Like, she's not prepubescent anyway. But, this is a game where that schoolgirl gets gored, like, violently murdered. And the journalists have no problem with that. But because there's a mod, which doesn't even, like, change her clothing. It doesn't even, like, show her tits or something. No, it's just, like, it changes the jawline. Like, it fixes the jawline. It makes her face look more feminine. And journalists are finding that disturbing, gross, and weird. At
first I thought you were talking about the Juliet Starling mod. I'm like, huh?
No. It's a mod. Like, and they're like, oh, they're shocked. It's like, how the fuck are you shocked? Like in the history of the internet, every single video game, without exception, that supports mods, one of the first mods that come out are the beautification mods for men and women and NPCs of all ages and sizes. Like there's absolutely no exception to this, right? And it wasn't even a pornographic mod. Like, it wasn't even trying to show her tits or anything. It's like, just fix the jawline. And they're freaking out about it. And again, like, the reason they're freaking out about it is because they know that the jawline is there in order to push the transgender message. It's to push the non-binary, like, all women can look like men type of thing. Which is getting a lot of backlash now. And so they're going to start calling, like, they used to call people misogynists, they used to call people racist. And now, you know, if they call people transphobic, it doesn't work. No one gives a shit. And so they're calling people pedophiles, hoping that the conversation is dropped and that the mod gets banned from Nexus mods. That's what they're doing.
I don't get why people still pay attention to Nexus mods when we know there's a lot of host sites that we just go to somewhere else. So I don't know. I don't know why
genuinely,
people bother
yeah,
with them.
I don't know what to say. I think like maybe most people don't give a shit. Like this is the only explanation that I have. It's like maybe we're just weird and maybe we just care about the censorship and stuff, and other people just don't care.
I don't know. People are dumb.
It was the same thing with Subscribestar, right? And you know, Patreon starts banning people, Subscribestar doesn't. And there's like artists that had like their entire livelihood ruined because like they were drawing hypnoporn or some shit. And all of a sudden, like their entire account gets banned, and that was literally their business, you know, like they had a licensed company and they were paying taxes for the government, and all of a sudden, like their entire business is gone. And despite like that being publicized and people knowing, they were still making Patreons rather than going on Subscribestar. Alright, let me just find the Archcast so I can... is the Archcast even up? It is.
Yeah, it should be.
Alright. So, one more super chat and then we end it. I like that anime idea of robots hunting down men for jizz batteries. Someone go make that robots chicks. Also, V, I missed your $10 super chat. Alright, let me scroll up a little bit. The Soy Science also said vegetarianism is the healthiest diet, despite that India having worse heart disease rates while being 40% vegetarians. Here's the thing, right? If there was such a thing as the perfect diet, you wouldn't need to advertise it. What would happen is, like, in a medieval time period, the people that ate that diet would have, like, strong militaries, beat the living shit out of everyone, and then their culture will naturally flow. And so, yeah, and your body would probably want that diet. Like, you'd probably want to eat that. And so, like, if being vegan would make you that healthy, like, you would look at some of the previous empires, like the Romans or the Huns, and you'd look at what they ate, and it should be just vegan food. It's not rocket science, right? Like, that's literally how it would work. And SRC Maker, yes, you put the jizz, which is an acid. No, I didn't miss your super chat, SRC Maker. I read it. Oh, U92, uranium alpha. Alpha particles radiation, which is just helium tunes. I see. Ask Luby what kind of milk she drank when pregnant. Oh my god, like, did you went that far?
Oh my god, I tried my breast milk once. God.
Tried your breast milk? I think like that's actually less taboo than people try to make it. I think like every single person is curious at some point, like how it tastes, and so like every single woman probably tasted their breast milk.
It's like it's not bad, and also because I know you have baby. If your wife hasn't done this, I would suggest when baby starts teething and stuff, make breast milk popsicles and let the baby gnaw on it. It's literally perfect for teething.
Well, my baby went through that phase, so it's not needed.
I don't know how old your baby is, so
yeah. Anyway, right, chat, I will redirect you now to the Archcast, and you can see Lumlum there. And Lumlum, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And I will need a link from your channel so that I can put it in the comment section for people to be able to follow you there.
Okay.